to guess someone's password here, but we can figure out how, yeah. We'll, at the end of this, we'll know Brody's password, but other than that, the rest might be hard. Now, if you have an online bank account, it needs 2 letters followed by 5 digits, and we want to use the fundamental counting principle. We have to figure out how many decisions need to be made, because we need to figure out how many spaces we need to write down. And if it's 2 letters followed by 5 digits, does it make sense that you have 7 decisions to make? Now, on your final exam, anytime you're doing a permutations combination question, you are going to need to explain what you're doing. So this won't be enough. You need a brief explanation, and the explanation can be as brief as this. My first decision is a letter, so I'm going to put an L under there. That is very brief, but that is an explanation of what I'm doing. And this is L, and I can put digits here with D, or maybe use the number sign. So each of your decisions needs to be labeled somewhat to describe what that decision is. Now, if this decision is a letter, how many choices do you have? 26. And this? How many digits are there? I heard there's 10, including 0, right? So 676, 5 zeros on the end. There we go. 67,600,000, right? This could be very hard to figure out, except for Brody's, which is just BW12345, because he doesn't want to forget it. So sometimes our passwords are easy to figure out because we use things that we'll remember, but then other people just have to go, I wonder what would be the easiest thing for that person to remember, and you test it, and sure enough, it works, right? You ever somewhere you need Wi-Fi, they have something that, you know, it has Wi-Fi guest, but it needs a password. What do you try first? Guest. And sometimes it works. Now, where this comes in to be important is certain situations we need to know a number before we make something. Like Manitoba just introduced a new area code. Why did they do that? Because they ran out of phone numbers. So adding a new area code added a bunch of new numbers. We have other things that we use numbers and letters for, like license plates. How are Manitoba's license plates? They have 3 letters, la, 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 and then 3 digits, d, d, d. How many possibilities would there be? Well, 26 times 26 times 26, 10 times 10 times 10. That's a lot of license plates. But Ontario ran out, right? Ontario had to add another digit. I think they have 4 digits now and 3 letters. So you have a population, you need to make a certain number of things. All of a sudden, you got to want to count that out. And you don't want someone going, oh, I'll make a list. And they start writing them out. Because the numbers get very big very quickly. So you don't want to be writing a list. Okay, so we are going to do some questions here. Three to 12. And 16.